All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Bae Squad, we are back. Yes, I'm going to come on camera, of course. But first, I gotta get my vegan water. Vegan water, and I will be dropping the link. Let me drop the link now because I do want to have a discussion with those who have been following the case, who feel some type of way. I got some updates I want to play. I feel it's importante, but please come on in, come on in, come on in. Let everybody know we are live, Bae Squad. Let me put some ice in my water. Water, darling, water. You know, what we're about to be talking about is it has, you know what? We're gonna get into it. Leave me alone. Stupid love song. Ooh. Cause I'm so sick of love songs. So tired and through. So done with wishing you were still here. Yeah, I'm so sick of love songs. So tired and through. So why can't I turn off the radio? Ooh, child, I'm coming to be here barefaced now, so y'all know it's about to be real. All right, so here we are. I'm sorry, Bae Squad. You know, your girl was getting my water together. Hello, 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 hello. It is Saturday. There is a lot going on. I put a poll in the chat. Y'all are more than welcome to share this out, interact with the video, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the Bae Squad. I have to do literally a what do you call that? A reel today. Because if I don't, I'll forget. Because I know I am going to possibly be hanging out with my friends and my family. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome everybody. Hey, Couture Baes, it's your girl Britt Brack going live with the Bree Talk and Bae Squad. We gotta talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my fave, the vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So y'all already see what I have on the thumbnail. It is a live call-in show. I'm going to play the facts that I've got. We're gonna go over it. Of course, I dropped the link, but I will continuously drop the link. I just ask that you be respectful because we are monetized. All right. Follow me on the free apps. Follow me on the Instagram. Follow me at the Meta Place. Follow me on X. And everything we say and do is in accordance with Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use. Fair use, 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 fair use. So you already know. Let's see who's up in here. And I am eating a popsicle so that I don't try to go get me no chocolate. Because that's really what I want. I want some chocolate. But here is the link that showed all of Jarvis's crimes. If you don't know how to get to the Otis website, please like, share, subscribe. Okay. I dropped the StreamYard link. Hey, young Rizette. Hello. Hey, Darius. Hey, Boo. Hey, Sexy 60. What is going on? Hey, Magic T3. I'm glad y'all are doing well. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Hey, Curly Jim. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I will not be playing the preliminary hearings. I know a lot of people have been playing them for you guys. Just know I've seen them all. I've seen them all. In the words of AT2, we just need to push this story out there so it can get mainstream coverage so we can find the body of Nazaria Harris, Her body has not been found. Her remains have not been found. Those are lies. If people are saying her body is found, the police have not said that. Nobody has said that. So we need to push it out, okay? Hey, Kiba. Hello. Yes, shout out to the UK. Shout out to the international and the domestic bays. Look, a lot of y'all be repping y'all sets, and I love it. I'm just shocked that y'all watch me internationally. I feel so good. I told y'all I was a pop culture phenom. International, okay? Yes. Hey, Raina. Good morning. Yes. What's going on? How's it doing? Hey, Mo. Hello, hello, hello. And hey, Auntie Gang. This is so triggering having a 12-year-old, but look, and I understand. I have nieces and nephews. I have nieces and nephew. I feel like I do want to put out this statement first. I do feel like this case has literally opened our eyes to how predators move and operate, and they need an enterprise to do it. Predators cannot do what they can do without the assistance and compliance of others. So, what we're going to see, what we're going to talk about is people who were intellectually dense, aesthetically unpleasing due to their personality. Um, they were easily to obtain. I'm talking about the women because they lack something, and Jarvis Butts having a pimp mentality, because from what I've heard, the things I've seen, I do believe he was a pimp. He was running a ring of prostitutes, the ladies of the night. I definitely believe that. I also believe he was assisted in a lot of that through Annette, Shannon, Marquetta, and the other baby moms who were slow, who didn't care. We have to remember this man told these women who he was from the start. So it wasn't like they did not know who he was at all. I think his business partner King is in on it. Hence why he was acting like you couldn't see him in the courtroom. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on, so much so that it's it's sad. It's truly sad because I will keep saying it. Nobody should have to fear if people are going to prey on their babies, but we also have to understand when you let the devil in your home, what do you think is going to happen? So let's get into it. Oh my goodness. Turn that off. Let's go to the YouTube. I've been watching you. Hold on. Hold on. Help is on the way. Hold on.
Y'all listen to this recording. Bitch, who the fuck got a lie on your motherfucking people? Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you? See, bitch, you are simply fucking retarded, man. Everybody that knows Shannon know, nigga, what the fuck it is. See, you the only dumb bitch because you the newcomer. You don't know nothing about nothing, man. And I'm tired of fucking keep arguing with you about some motherfuckers that I know don't belong to me. And as far as you lying about my motherfucking people saying that whole shit, stop playing with me, bro. Try that reverse psychology on another nigga, not me, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You just want to make up some fuck shit, dog. Stop playing with me, man. And you wonder why. You wonder why. You want a motherfucker to do everything, but you ain't motherfucking changed. I'm tired of your fucking crazy ass, dog. Gave you a motherfucking ring, bitch. You think you done went fucking retarded. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. I'm not that nigga, man. Stop playing with me. Bitch, who the fuck?
Y'all hear that? This is how he was talking to these grown women. You can't tell me they had self-love, self-respect. They valued their mental health. They prioritized their health, and they was dealing with a man like this. Absolutely not. These are weak, stigmatized, unesthetically unpleasing women. They didn't view themselves as beautiful, because if you're beautiful, how did you end up with a man like this? Why would you let a man like this around your children? This is why the men with mics will continue to have podcasts.
I gotta lie on your motherfucking people. Your brother literally asked me, why am I still fucking with you? He asked me that. Along with him saying, your sister said, oh, you know, your brother had another baby. And he said, I don't care. I don't want to know about no more kids this man done had. So who the fuck lying? You think I'm just come off the top of my head with some bullshit? Bitch, ain't nobody got a motherfucking lie to you. And like the motherfucker I said, bitch, you just gave me that motherfucking ring because you know I don't want your ass.
Yeah, so he called her the newcomer because I believe, and that's why I think it's that baby mama, because she just had a baby by him. The baby was.
And shout out to this content creator, because she really been on it. Her name is Cold Piece TV. She really has been on it with these receipts, which the straight facts. I believe it's that baby mama because her child is 2 and was playing with Nazaya's glasses. So he could tell her anything and she would just believe anything. So not only did he have baby mamas, he had a fiance who he didn't have no kids with, who he didn't live with. He had just children everywhere. I think her child is the 13th baby. No. The 12th baby, Shannon had the last of his children, because he would have had one with Shannon's niece, the double mid twins. And that's why I believe that is the real reason why they got her up out of here, because she was pregnant. I believe they was uh trafficking that girl. But we're gonna get into it because the cousin Roxy is in there. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already seen this. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already seen this. Put a 2 in the chat if you have not. It is crazy. No man can talk to me like that. That is wild. If you don't want him, why did you take the ring? You know, Magic Key 3, those are the questions I want to know. Okay, so I see a 2. I see a 2. Kiba saw it. Okay, I see it too. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey. So it's like a lot of y'all have not seen this. This is why I'm spreading this. This is why I will keep urging you to spread this live, interact with this video, spread it out so that way we can get mainstream coverage. We just want Naziah Harris to be found. I wanted the people. I do not live in Michigan. I do not live in Detroit, but she needs to be found, because the longer we go without the body being discovered, the longer the family is a history and a lineage of just degeneracy. But let's continue.
Well, not just had, because the baby I think is like 2, but I think that's the youngest child he got. Besides Shannon, baby, but yeah, he sound nothing like just all. He just sound like nothing but a pimp, and it makes a lot of sense because they done turned this into a whole organization. Like I'm gonna post a video that I just posted yesterday of Roxy saying just the part of her saying how he be at the hotels with the crackheads and stuff. And then I think the part with them going to this apartment complex and where it's nothing but sexual activity going on and stuff. Um,
And what she means is ladies of the night, you know, the 16s, the 304s. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. I definitely believe the reason those little girls was up at that the shop the way they were was so that the customers could come see them. Let's not act like we don't understand what Detroit is known for. Let's not act like we don't understand what Michigan is known for. It is one of the largest hubs of trafficking. Some of y'all don't understand that. Organ harvesting. That's not conspiracy. Those are facts. A plethora of young black women, black men, black children go missing. Remember, they had an incident. I want to say it was 2 years ago, where it was like all these kids who went missing, and they found them in that white man's truck. Do y'all remember that? And they went missing in broad daylight. There's a reason why a lot of these places do not want to use their surveillance. They have fake surveillance. We live in an age where they can literally tap into every CCTV and get footages and get your alert and get proxemics. But for some reason, this trick motel that had unalivings there does not have any surveillance going on to this day. They have all types of degeneracy happening, and this is why I'm for Louisiana pushing. If you are a place of business with surveillance and they come to you and your surveillance does not work, you will be fined a hefty fine. Yeah, let's continue.
Everybody knew who Jarvis was over in that area, and it's no coincidence why they knew who he was.
There is illegal.
Before we get into the cousin Roxy, I did see the thing about the woman who found the toiletries, but they say she's the Jaguar Wright of the Naziah Harris case, so we should not be listening to her. You remember that? That black woman on Facebook Live had found some stuff in a bag. Well, they said she's lying. They said she's lying, TJ. See, this is why we got to just stick to the facts. Because if we allow people to lie, don't allow no Jaguar rights in. Don't allow no Jaguar rights in. We cannot allow conspiracy theorists and liars to muddle this case. We need real action because more people need to be held accountable. The twins need to be held accountable. The grandmother needs to be held accountable. The baby mamas who had the evidence in their possession need to be held accountable. We need the CPS workers who allowed for this organization to take over to be held accountable. We need the probation officer who didn't do his job held accountable. There's so many people who need to be held accountable. So we cannot allow the naysayers, the liars, the Jaguar rights, because we can't allow them in. Jaguar Wright made it a thing to come out here and lie with no receipts. No. Lock them up. Lock them up. Lock them up for interfering with the case.
He was.
There is illegal shit going on at that hotel. Every possible thing that you can think of is going on at that hotel.
And this is she meant to say motel. It's the one where the doors are on the outside. You don't have to walk in. It's where you can see people walk in. You know those pay by the hour type of rooms? Yeah, one of them. The pay by the hour type of rooms. This is not a Hilton. This is not where they do the high end tricking at like the Crown Plaza and the some 5-star, 5 diamond. No, this is the pay by the hour where they still give you the key. They don't have to have good protocol. This is where the maids is in there turning a little trick or two. Yeah. Where the hotel manager might be the pimp. Yeah.
I have talked to people who has been living at this hotel for 3 years. They've been living at this hotel for 3 years. The people who have been living at the hotel for 3 years, and I at least talked to, I would say, at least 5 people who have been there and know the ins and outs of the hotel, have seen Jarvis there.
Mm.
The gas station across the street knows Jarvis. The liquor store on the corner knows Jarvis. So much so, I showed a picture of Jarvis.
And for the record, before I continue, the reason the cousin is doing this, the reason the cousins who've been trying to get protection of all children over there, the reason they're doing this is simple. Naziah Harris went missing at the top of January 9th, 2024. Jarvis didn't even get charged until September. We're having the preliminary hearings now. He was supposed to go in for a weapons charge, and he did not. So when we're sitting up here and we're saying share this out, there's a reason. If this was some little lily white girl plastered everywhere, there would be posters hanging up. Y'all remember when that YouTuber went missing, who was doing van life with her abusive boyfriend? We saw that on the news every day. Every day. Every day. They done made a Lifetime movie network about it. They done did some Dateline, ABC News, Snaps, everything. But when it comes to ours, there's minimal traction, minimal anything from mainstream media. This is why I am pushing and I'm urging y'all to share this out. Talk about it, vocalize it. If y'all can talk about Drake being not like us, y'all can talk about a Naziah Harris. I said what I said.
The picture that I showed of him didn't have his hair out. It's a picture of his Facebook with the one where he calls himself J-Bo, and he got them big fly eyeglasses on with the hat. And I think he got on like a blue jacket or something like that. That's the picture that I showed to people, just to see, if people seen him around, if people seen him with Naziah. Now, nobody knows him by Jarvis Butts. Nobody knows him by Jay. But everybody over there knows him by J-Bo.
Y'all see all these aliases? That is a man who is running a criminal enterprise. Anybody that has multiple names, nobody knows you by any name, it's crazy. This man knew what he was doing. He knew who to plot on. He knew that the ghetto is disenfranchised, the projects is disenfranchised. They knew. He knew that nobody would care because a lot of people didn't care, still don't care now. There was people saying, well, she's kind of grown, and they was easily turned off not understanding this girl has been groomed since she was 2 years old. The grandmother's brother is on the SO list. It was all hugging on her and rubbing on. I told y'all that, but I will play that for y'all again. I will play that for y'all again because sometimes people just need to see it a couple times. And then people are acting like this man was unattractive. No, we got to stop acting like he was not attractive. That is an attractive man. That is an attractive man. Stop playing. We got to stop lying. The moment we stop lying as a people, the more we can get to resolution. That was an attractive man. He knew who to put that charm on. Look at all the baby mamas look the same. And this is not a dig at dark-skinned black women. All those women were similar. in stature, similar in shape, similar in phenotype, similar in socioeconomics. Like, why are we playing like we don't understand? It's crazy to me. We could call a predator attractive. He was attractive. He knew he was attractive. He knew he was attractive. Hence why he sought out the women that he did. Look at these women. Look at these women. Do y'all really think these women had high self-esteem, viewed themselves with high regard, and y'all don't think they was competing with this baby? Look at that baby and look at them. Look at that baby and look at them. Just in case y'all need to see it better. Look at these women. Bad built, sloppy. Y'all think this attractive men like that? No. And there's men who like BBWs, but he was not a BBW chaser. Come on now. We gotta stop. All the girls look like they shop at Ashley's. Ashley Stewart. Come on now. We gotta use our brain. And I'm not saying that to disregard women who are bigger in size. I'm talking about the low self-esteem, low value having. They knew something was going on. The daughter of the twin testified and said she saw Naziah in his lap and he did not have his pants on. And he did it to her friend and he asked to do it to her. Baby, they didn't give a damn. They was competing with a child. You have to be sick to compete with a child. I'll continue.
He has been there several times with several women, girls. One person said he be bringing crackheads there. Crackheads. Like, real janky. And I'm like, maybe like I don't know if I can say the P word, so I'll just say a streetwalker. Like a streetwalker?
Lady of the night.
You know, like one of them? No. Like real deal crackheads. Okay. All right. I already said I can't say too much. It gets better. It gets better. So, there was someone there who knows Beluga Whale Shannon.
And she about to wake it up right here, so we need to listen. Because remember, the grandma went to the school. She did not go to the police. The grandma went to the school. She did not go to the police. When that baby did not come off the bus, who had a a schedule, she never deviated from the schedule. The grandmother went from point. She went to the school, not the police. That was so she could keep that check coming in.
Apparently, Shannon and Jarvis used to go to these apartments that are now closed down and abandoned, which just so happens to be 7 minutes away from their current address.
And remember that fat detective who was retiring said, I did all this looking and searching. No, he didn't. That white woman went out there and found all this stuff and was verifying. The brother was like, look, this is what my sister wore on this day. These people, they did not care about that child. That little girl was a ticket. They knew she was beautiful, she was pretty. And what did they know? Look, she was already groomed before. because there was a open CPS case that happened with another incident some years ago where there was some touching involved. So they didn't care. They didn't care. They was like, oh, she's prime real estate. Let's stop acting like people don't do this with their own family and their own blood. Let's stop acting like these are good, law-abiding citizens like you. Let's stop acting like that. There's people out here who prey on their family. There's people out here who will pimp out their children. If the cost is right, they will turn a blind eye. Y'all thought Prestige was just a movie? No. No.
7 minutes away. This person used to live in these apartments before they went abandoned. And apparently, Shannon and Jarvis would go to this particular apartment with Nasiah. Now, y'all gonna say, "Oh, well, how do you know? How do you know it was her?" Before I told, or as I was talking to this person, before I said anything about Nasiah, she identified Shannon. The first word out of her mouth was, "That's the girl who came here looking for Nasiah." Or she said she was looking for her. But they would bring Nasiah there all the time and just drop her off and leave her there.
Now, mind you, this place is where the ladies of the night would interact. Why would Shannon, a loving aunt, drop a child off where there are ladies of the night? I'll let y'all fill in the blanks.
At this apartment. She also said that at this particular apartment, there was a lot going on, if you get my drift. So much going on that you could not walk through the door of this apartment with who lived there without dropping draws. That is what happened at this apartment. That is the only thing that happened at this particular apartment. Everybody in the building knew. It was also said that before I could even tell her anything, she told me. I said, "When did you move out of this building?" She said, well, they closed it down. I left out in June. She said, "But I remember her coming here because it was cold." I said, "What year?" She said, "This year. It was cold." She was like, it was like in like December or January time.
Like I said, everybody knew something wasn't right. They used to see stuff. And, I get it. A lot of people don't want to interact. This was an A-list student. She did want to talk to the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor happened not to be there that day. The day she was last seen at school, she wanted to talk to the guidance counselor. Now I've seen videos from Naughty Love, from AT2, from other platforms, Rain of Fire, stuff like that. That girl was pregnant. She was visibly pregnant. Visibly pregnant. This was a petite little girl. She wasn't allowed to eat. There was chains on the refrigerator. They was jealous of that girl. They was jealous. That's why that grandma could cuss her out. That's why people see stuff and you know when something's not right because you ask questions. You naturally ask questions. That's why I said the only person who cared about Naziah was Javari's sister because she said she saw her. Your mind, when something is not adding up, it just makes you ask questions sometimes. And she asked, whose baby is that? Whose little girl is that? Because she said she knew who her nieces and nephews were. She never seen her before. When something ain't right, when something is something strange, when the Spidey, senses get to kick it in, sometimes you ask questions because naturally you don't have the words for what is going on. So these people saw things was happening. They just didn't, either they're victims of it or they just was like, I'm gonna mind my business because we heard the other cousin was like, look, he isn't on the SO list. Are you insane? And was calling CPS on them, which had the family divided because she wanted to be with this man who was a predator. Mind you, Shannon met this man when she was like 19. Talking about the girl lied on him. What type of woman says some dumb ish like that? He was like 24 messing with a 13-year-old. Talking about she lied on him. A lot of y'all really need y'all heads knocked between the washer and dryer.
It was like in like December or January time. She said that she knows who Shannon is because her and Jarvis will come there all the time. She says she knows who Naziah is because when the news came on, when Naziah's story got to the news, all of the kids, everybody who lived in the building, because apparently everybody knew everybody, but on in this building on the second, third, and fourth floor. Everybody knew everybody on the second, third, and fourth floor of this building. Of this apartment building. And she said that when Naziah's story hit the news that she was missing, they ran Naziah's ass up out of there. Naziah was gone. You didn't see her. And everybody was like, oh shit, that's the girl that used to be over there in the apartment, da da da.
And I want to know, who the hell is this man all up on Naziah like this? You could clearly see she's a kid. Why is he all... That's I can't say the word. PDF file.
That's the grandmother's
Look how he
brother.
all on her, steady grabbing on her, kissing on her. What is going on? Like, I need to know. Like, we need to investigate and see who this man is because, no. Like, what? I wonder.
And this is the grandmother's brother. Yeah.
Hmm. He looks old enough to be Annette's husband. Could that have been her husband
It's the
before he
brother.
passed away? We we got to start investigating. I'm sorry. I'm sick of this shit. Sorry for my language, but it's just too much going on. Like, Shannon needs to talk up. She needs to speak. She really do. Because big part in this.
And this is why I will continue to say it's so unfortunate. And this is why I had to make sure the sound was working.
ain't gonna stop until we figure it out.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. But it's unfortunate. And this keeps happening because these women allowed it, these men allowed it. The mother, I saw the mother talking. She's irrelevant to me because she wasn't no good mama. She ran away from her home where she experienced the same, probably the same ish that happened to her, and she sent her children over there. Weird. I will never understand it. They even caught Annette outside dog walking her. I was here for it. Um, Shame them all. Shame the baby mamas who want to be, oh, I'm the fiance. Girl, why are you proud to be the fiance of a man who is being charged with the disappearance of your child? Your niece. Weird. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I said good. Good for them. Harass them hoes because they didn't care nothing about that baby. She was just a chick. And it was setting her up and lined up to be taken advantage of.
The people at the excuse me, ma'am. The people at the public wants to know where Nazaya is. Are y'all gonna tell us? Are y'all gonna stop playing games? Huh? Y'all, how you miss your baby? You don't miss your grandbaby? Huh? You don't care about your grandbaby? Hello? Here, take some cheese balls with your burger ass. Use a burger, bitch. Here, take some cheese balls. You fucking cornball ass bitch. Gonna let that shit happen to your grandbaby. You a fucking burger, bitch. Oh, burger ass bitch. Huh? Take you some ketchup too. You a burger. You a burger. You a burger. Take some ketchup with that sandwich. Take some ketchup with your sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. Burger. Burger ass bitch. Burger. Burger ass bitch. Excuse me, ma'am.
And listen, I don't believe in, agitating the people, but don't let them have no peace. We need Nazaya's body. If that means y'all gotta harass them every day, y'all gotta keep them on their toes. Y'all gotta call them out. Y'all gotta call them all types of dumb hoes, uh, traffickers, Pedialytes at the bus stop. Do your big one, Detroit. I need y'all to stand up. That baby did not ask to be here. She did not deserve to be taken out like that. She did not ask to be preyed upon and be given out like. It's wild to me. I will never understand. It is wild to me. Nobody can let me. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it at all. And if they get no peace, good. No, good. They don't deserve peace. Peace is for peaceful people. Peace is for peaceful people. Peace is for people who don't serve their children up as prey to predators. Give them hoes hell. I'm for it. The way the baby mama was testifying, acting like she was agitated because how dare they question me and I have evidence in my car. How dare these people attack me? How dare y'all even? They never once cried for that baby. More strangers cried for that baby than her own family. The father cried because he was no good. He was a married man, didn't see that child in 8 years, had no clue what was going on. He was sending a check. Trash. The mama, definitely trash. Why would you send your children to the house of horrors you escaped? Shannon still going to the prison to put money on that man's books and arguing with his other baby mamas and his fiance. They are trash. Mind y'all, these are mothers. Look who is rearing up the next generation to be amongst your kids. Y'all get on here and y'all talk about, oh my God, the men, the women, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, the men, the women, the men, the women. And this is who they was raised by. Wolves. They not even safe in their own home. These women didn't cry not once. Shannon didn't cry. The grandmother Annette didn't cry. Nobody cried. It took Jarvis' sister to get up there, give a powerful testimony, and she was crying. They had to console her. She's the only one who didn't act like she was stupid. Oh, I don't see. I can't see Jarvis. Let me put my glasses on because I don't know. I can't really see that well. Try to help him. That dusty, degenerate man is not going to go down for this by himself. He's going to take them all down. His partner in prison. He's not even supposed to be around another criminal. It's in violation of his parole. He has a whole business with a predator, a Pedialyte. A whole Pedialyte. And people thought that was okay. I'll show y'all the sister. The sister's testimony was so powerful.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Shout out to that girl for doing her big one. Shout out to you, girl. Calling her a burger ass bitch. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Shows what type of time I be on. Where is it? Where is it? Let me view my history. Because I saw it. The sister was crying. I felt so bad for the sister. Nobody should have to even, nobody should have to do that, but nobody should have to prove you have a degenerate in your family. Do I have it? Let me go check on my other video because I pinned it. That's what I did in the previous video. I pinned it. Some people didn't see that. That's why we're going over this. I could have came on here and we could have woke up the tea, just the 1 2 1 2, but this is important. I told y'all we covering the real stuff along with the stuff that we shouldn't have to cover.
And how old are you, Butts?
46.
And do you know someone named Jarvis Butts?
Yes.
And how is it that you know him?
He's my brother.
Okay. And how old is Jarvis Butts?
42.
And do you know his birthday?
Yes.
When's his birthday?
November 21st, 1982.
And
Okay.
did you see Jarvis Butts in the courtroom today?
I saw him walking in.
Okay. And can you point to him and tell me the color of the clothes that he's wearing?
He has on, I believe it's dark green shirt. He's sitting behind the lady to the side.
And Your Honor, with the record reflected when he says identify the defendant in this case?
It's not reflected. And just to be clear, see, I saw him walking in. You saw him when you were walking in or when he was walking in?
When I was walking in just now.
Thank you.
Because everybody who got on the stand said they didn't know who he was. They couldn't see him. They was blind. Let me check my DM real quick. I did drop the link if anybody would like to come up. If anybody would like to come up. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Darius. Darius be getting me everything. This is Tijuana Chantel. She said, it's really sad that some people are so ignorant. I did what was right, and now my daughter and I are getting life-threatening phone calls. I see some of my family member pages are being posted that never ever met my brother. I don't owe anyone an explanation. I know who I am. People are speaking on me and my family as if they personally know us. I hope that they're putting that same energy and keeping their children and kids away from MFers like my brother. Find a job or something better to do besides trolling me. This is just why people don't come forward to do what's right, shaking my head. And I will always commend her for doing the right thing because it takes a lot. That lady cried on the stand. I'm going to show y'all she was really crying. She was the only one who cared. This is from Diamond Butts. Listen, I'm tired of y'all brainless AMFers who don't know ish but ready to speak on any and everything. Stop posting ish that ain't got nothing to do with us. None of y'all should be saying anything about my family. He is locked up for what he did. Nobody knows what the F went on but the people that was around that girl. Leave me and mine alone. Just like how y'all saying he got family, y'all do too. So anybody jump stupid if y'all want to. We had nothing to do with this ish. So shut the F up, because none of y'all was out searching for her. None of y'all passed out missing flyers. Whatever he did was effed up, and that's on him, not his family. All of y'all got effed up people in y'all family and probably don't know about it. Nobody knows their everyday life. We live our own. So y'all posting ish. Post the simple fact that his own sister testified against him. Stop putting my pickup and my mom's. Y'all sick F's. Y'all missing the whole point. Put effort in trying to find her and bring her peace. We stay to ourselves because this is a tragedy. We have kids. We don't condone nothing that he has done, and God will reveal what happened and whoever was involved. So just leave my family alone. This is already, let me zoom in. This is already, ooh, it's already hard for everyone. Voice your opinion, but just stop putting our info out there because this is some sick ish to hear for all of us. Leave Javar's sister alone. She did the right thing. I'm going to skip to the part where the only one who showed remorse.
When is it that you went through your phone locations to determine the date? I'm sorry, do you need a moment?
I believe February, I think like 24th or the 26th. I can't remember the exact date.
Okay, that's when you would have went through your phone to find those?
Yes.
Okay, and did you also go through that in your interview with Sergeant Jones?
Yes.
Okay. And did you give Sergeant Jones permission to look at your location data?
Yes.
Okay. And your phone kind of extraction in general? Like to go through your phone for the data?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing else.
That lady was in there boohoo crying. She was, because she said she heard something, and I'm sure we're gonna find out at the trial. She was told something, and she went straight to the police. She went straight to the police. This might be kind of long live, y'all, because I want y'all to hear this woman tell the truth. I had to show y'all though, she was the only one on the stand that gave real emotion, not the baby mamas, not the grandmother. With a digital crafts boot camp. Not anybody. Everybody was just acting like they were so oblivious. I don't know. I can't, I have no idea. Like it was crazy. That man sought that little girl out and he had the help of them dusty, degenerate women.
So you go to the shop where your brother works periodically, right?
From time to time, yes.
You've been there prior to the day we've been talking about today?
Yes.
A couple times at least?
Yes.
And you've been back there after?
Yes.
But the day we've been talking about, that's the only time you ever saw a child there?
That was the only time I saw a child in recognize.
Okay, so you had seen other children there before?
Yes.
Okay. When you say that you recognize, these are who exactly?
My nieces. And when you first arrived at the shop that day, Jarvis told you that he wasn't going to be able to work on your car?
No.
No? Did you ask him if he'd be able to?
Judge, I think this calls for hearsay. They can't give statements to the defendant.
I'm looking more for her own statement. Actually, let's start with her own statement. Did you ask him right away if he would be able to work on your car?
I talked to him prior to coming to the shop.
Before you arrived, you asked if he could work on your car that day?
I asked him to look at my car today.
Okay. Did you arrive at the shop with the understanding that he would or would not be able to?
I arrived at the shop knowing that he was going to look at my car.
Okay. One moment.
And I don't know if she knew, she probably didn't know about the other case, but in that other case, he was a grown man. He went to prison. He went to prison for like 10 years or something like that. He was in there for a minute. So she probably thought he was really rehabilitated or something. I don't know. She didn't have to sleep with him. Mind you, Jarvis is a victim of Me Too himself because he has a baby with a grown woman. A grown woman got pregnant by him. She was over there hunching on him. So I don't know. This could have caused the start. Who knows? But he has elevated from messing with 13-year-olds to doing this. The sister is not the one who was hiding the body. The sister she's a grown woman. She got her own things going on. She said she went to the shop to get her car looked at, and she's testifying against her brother. That means she does not stand for it. The people who are not innocent that refuse to shed a tear for Naziah is the people who are in her own lineage. Her grandmother did not weep for that baby. The twins did not weep for that baby. The fiance did not weep for the baby. They acted like they was agitated. The other baby mama whose son was playing with evidence of Naziah did not weep for that baby. She got agitated. She was angry. She was angry. She was angry. Irritated. Just, and I can show y'all that. This woman was literally up there crying.
Sure exactly which part of the truck this was?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Let me fast forward to the part where she said she saw something and they was like, we need to go to the back.
I realized that it was a possibility that I saw her. There were several reasons that led me to believe that it was a possibility I was there. And I didn't want to get into detail as far as what I knew before the podcast. But if you would like, I would explain to you why I thought these things.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
And the podcast she's talking about is the 7 Mile Podcast. Shout out to him. He's been doing the work. The twins have called in, set them up, line sync, and got them. This is why the police were able to put these charges, because the sister, the baby, they said the baby's testimony is out there, which is the other twin's daughter, who said Jarvis was trying to get with me. I said I want to go home. He took her home, but she said he had his pants off. She saw Naziah, and Naziah had to sit in his lap. She said he also did it to her friend. They were cousins. So they knew. They knew. They knew. When I say they knew, the Doublemint twins and that wretched mama knew. It's a house of horrors. Baby, they said there's been a history of molestation, incest, things of that nature, and CPS allowed for more children to be fostered through this woman. So they knew. The police detective that's retired who said, oh, I looked, but he didn't really look. It was the white police officer lady who was reading the text messages. She found the stuff because she was actually doing the follow-up. She wasn't retiring. So nobody cared. They were just like, it's just a fast-ass black girl. Because that's what they said. And that's what he went with, because he's an old school black man who believed the old school granny who's filled with the Lord. Oh, she ran away with some man. That's why he didn't look. That lady wanted, she wanted them to bring that baby home. Nobody wants to, people who care would not act like the sister. The people who care act like the sister. The people who don't care act like the baby mamas, the girlfriend, the fiance, everybody who's getting some D from Jarvis. And who wants to sleep with the man who really wants to be with children? Make that make sense.
Yes. Can we approach? Yes. You right.
The sister saw her at the shop, the shop where they claimed Naziah never. That's what the sisters testified. The baby mama testified. Oh, the kids don't be up at the shop. Yes, they do. That's the breeding ground. Look at him looking goofy. Cannot be bothered. He don't care. This is why the judge went off. Look at him. No remorse. He not shedding no tears. He can't even be bothered. Pathetic. Pathetic. But let me show y'all, because y'all think it's a game. Let me show you the hoes who was just like could not be bothered. Where the baby mama testimony at? Because that was insane. She just could not be bothered. Where's hers? Is it in this one? Because, ooh, Talk about mad. I was pissed. I was pissed. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if they broke it down by the videos. Because, shout out to Fox News Detroit. This is their footage we're using, their beautiful bean footage from inside the courtroom. If you are in the state of Michigan and you're in the Detroit area, please be at the trial. We need on-hand presence. We need our faces there. I need to see the people to report live. Tell us what's really going on. Is it that? We saw the one with the judge. The judge said he was a monster. That went really viral. We saw the sister. This was the part that really ended.
Nearly a year since the disappearance of 13-year-old Naziah Harris. Her body has never been found, but 42-year-old Jarvis Butts is accused of sexually assaulting her and killing her. I saw Naziah the day she went missing. Tijuana Butts is the defendant's sister. I kept seeing a little girl get in and out of his truck, going to the gas station and going back to his car. Butts testifying she had stopped by her brother's auto shop on the east side for him to look at her car when she spotted a girl she didn't recognize. Jarvis told her it was his business partner's niece. I just remember her having on a colorful jacket. Butts says she didn't think much of it until later. This is a photo of Harris on her bus.
On the bus. On the bus. Let me play it.
Day she disappeared in that jacket. Butts getting emotional as she testified about suspecting her brother. Jarvis Butts was already a convicted sex offender. Records show he had spent nearly 10 years in prison for sexually assaulting a teenager. In this case, prosecutors say Jarvis Butts has several children with Naziah's aunt and was secretly preying on Naziah, grooming her, even getting her pregnant, and then killing her.
Was he a secretive person to you?
Yes, he's very secretive.
Latricia Johnson has one child with Jarvis Butts. She testified Butts borrowed her car on January 9th of 2020.
And that lady did not cry not once. She did not weep. She wasn't even traumatized at the fact that her son had on the baby's glass. And this is what I'm talking about. Disgusting. But mind you, he used her car. And y'all think these women... Y'all, please.
24, the day Naziah Harris disappeared.
He called and asked if he could use my car to do something with his son.
Was this normal, abnormal?
No, not normal.
Johnson testifying when he brought her car back the next day, Jarvis Butts had left something in the back seat, something believed to belong to Naziah Harris.
There was a pair of glasses that was left that my son was playing with. They were very clear, and they were on my son's face. So I told him to take it off. When he take them off, he came to me. Oh, Jarvis said, "Oh, those are my sunglasses," and he snatched it from my hand.
Other evidence on this day, clothing discovered in a search near the Rouge River, believed to have been dumped by Jarvis Butts.
We collected a pink jumpsuit, bodysuit style, and then a black hoodie that had a pair of white headphones in one of the pockets, some gloves, a towel, and a pair of red, black, and white gym shoes.
Testimony in this preliminary exam resumes Tuesday morning. Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.
It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. I truly believe that man got that girl up out of here because she was pregnant. And he did not want to go back to prison because she was going to bust the whole operation down. They said she was in that building with the ladies of the nights, the 304s, and their pimps. So I believe it. I believe it. The sister went through a lot. The only one who cried. I've seen all of the testimonies. I've seen the baby mamas. I've seen the grandma. They didn't cry not once. They didn't sniffle. They acted oblivious. King, his business partner, acted oblivious. So when I sit here and I tell y'all, like, look, we need to share this out. We need to spread the word. I mean that. I mean that because the body is still not found. I remember when Lacey Peterson went missing, they was looking for her for a long time. Every day there was coverage. There was mainstream media coverage. If you are a person who has children, you should want mainstream coverage of this girl. Otherwise, you are part of the problem. Part of the problem. Like, come on now, and y'all do not cuss in the chat. We are monetized. We are monetized. No cuss or trigger words. No cuss or trigger words. We are monetized. So again, we have to push, because if y'all don't care, and the sisters, her daughter was right. Y'all are harassing them because they did the right thing. Unlike Shannon, unlike Marquetta, unlike the rest of them who was just comfortable being with some light-skinned dude with long hair who's paying them some affection or attention. They need to be out there. Host your own searches. That's what they had to do in Alaska. Because in Alaska, when them indigenous girls was coming up missing, baby, them people came together and they got that FBI agent, the one, they made a movie about it. They said, look, we know you retired. Please come up here. And that woman found that killer. And she found some of the bodies too. Yeah. So y'all got to do your part. Y'all have to do your part. If this isn't Precious with a Deadly Twist, it doesn't even matter. People get mad at the movies. This is real life. You need to share it out. If you're not sharing it out, if you're not doing your part, you are part of the problem. We can't sit up here and be like, oh, the man, they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about us. Y'all don't care about yourselves. And it's clear, because why are y'all not sharing this out? Why are y'all not pushing it? I don't care who did it first. I don't care who do it the best. And this is one of the things, and I'm so happy AT2 woke it up. One of the biggest regrets about the whole Shanquilla Robinson situation I have is the fact that people was bullying people for covering the story because they're like, oh, they're not doing it right. When we should just be thankful that somebody is putting eyes on it, because now Shanquilla Robinson's family will never have justice. And when I say never have justice, never. The people who unalive Shanquilla Robinson will never go to prison. They're out here living their lives. They can go recreate lives. They're out here changing their names. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jennifer. They need to check the Rouge Park area, by the way, Plymouth and West Warren. A lot of wood area to hide something. Ooh, thank you, Deshaun. So we need to give those tips to the police officer. And you know what? Y'all can do y'all. If you live in Detroit, I know it's cold. I know it's a brick out there. But go out there. Go put up the signs. Help the police. Galvanize. If y'all can galvanize to talk about Diddy, and y'all can hang around Jaguar Wright, people who actively lie all day, y'all can do this. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. We have to share it out, because there's no reason it took a year. I think I said it the other day. I didn't know anything about this case. Nothing. It just so happened the grandmother's testimony is what I saw first. And I said, what is it? I saw something on Twitter. I didn't really pay attention to it. And then I saw the grandmother testify when I was at work. And I said, oh, I'm going to talk about it with the Bae Squad, because what is this? They got a lot of wooded area out in Detroit, but it's also known for its water. It's also, they have all 4 seasons. So they need to get to work. They need to get the work. Everywhere should be checked. Everywhere. The fact that the grandmother went to sleep peacefully, knowing that she did not get off the school bus, but we saw that she did, speaks volumes. She was not, I remember when my homeboy shared a picture. His somebody he grew up with, his daughter. He hadn't heard from his daughter in like 2 hours. You know, they say you gotta wait 24 hours before you can file a missing person report on somebody who's over the age of 18 or whatever. Do y'all know he was like, Bree, can you please just share this out because I don't know what's going on. I shared it. I asked all my friends to share it. They shared it. Do y'all know they found out that she was unalived in a matter of 48 hours due to the maintenance man down in Florida because we came together. This woman, they do not want us to find what's going on with that baby, and this is why we got to share it out. I never seen my homeboy cry before. He boo-hoo cried for this because he was like, he said, seeing my man cry like that, it hurts me. I knew her. Sad. Every year it comes up because it's about to come back up again. He's always sharing that baby, talking about justice, justice, justice. So we have to do the work. I don't know any adult who has children would go to sleep knowing that their granddaughter or their niece is just out in the street somewhere. The mama didn't know because the mama thought, because she's over there going through her own ish, because she was probably preyed on because she was mourning her father for some reason. So she sent the kids to the house of horrors. Doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense to me. I feel like they was jealous of that baby. They was pimping that child out, and they was definitely taking advantage. And the reason why the grandmother and them doublemint twins did not even show an ounce of remorse is because they're complicit. Shannon ended up having a baby just last year, the end of last year. They said Nazia's baby was due in November. Hers was due in December. They shared the text messages where she is going off on Jarvis because he's embarrassing her with getting somebody else pregnant. But she was so proud to say, all my children got the same dad. Girl, you had a baby with a person on the SO list. Please, please. You were better off having a baby with a homeless man. That's why they was out there cussing that girl out, fussing. They knew she was pregnant. I saw the little tickety talk video. She tickety talking, and she looked like she was pregnant. She had to beg them just to give her pads. She wasn't begging them for pads. They didn't notice. Y'all telling me a 13-year-old is outsmarting grown women? And she was not a bad child. She was an A-list student. The teacher showed remorse. The little after-school teacher showed remorse. Was like she was such a good kid. All these people who have no family ties to her showed remorse. The 9-year-old showed more remorse than these grown women. Oh, my mom runs a tight ship. And again, shout out to 7 Mile Podcast because had it not been for you, this case would have been another tragic black girl story. It reminds me of the case in DC where that little black girl was snatched by that janitor man. They have not found that baby today. He has left a scar on DC, so much so that nobody can just go missing anymore. It's a mess. I wanted to fight at that point. Like, what? Check them Great Lakes. Yep. So much water in Michigan. So much water. It's like, we need to check. If our taxpayer dollars can fund them dismantling some ish, they need to find that child. I do not care. This is a missing child who was pregnant. Hey, Veronica. I didn't hear about this for months. Grandma reported her missing / runaway. She didn't report her. The school contacted the police. That's the sad part about it. The school contacted the police. Because she went back up to the school. Just, Just, ugh. Check the garage with the... They've already checked the garage. Yeah, I remember that case. So sad. Yeah, I agree. Share this. Naziah doesn't deserve this. She deserves to be buried. She deserves to be free. I am a true believer. If y'all do not, when they do not find the bodies, those spirits are trapped wherever they're at, and it causes turmoil. That's why Indiana is like that. Y'all remember I talked about Indiana and how it's cursed land? That's because all of those bodies out there. Do the research. My in-laws in Chicago said no Ebony alert on this little girl. Grandma told police she ran away at first. Exactly. Exactly. Complicit. Lock her up. I'm down here in Florida, but in Orlando. Ooh. A child not in the house before dark is a problem. That's crazy. Our black girls deserve to have a childhood. So many are forced to grow up fast. And that's the black boys too. Because I believe he was touching both the girls and the boys, because the brother was running away. The daughter never ran away. The brother ran away. The brother ran away, and the brother is the one who helped the police. He was like, my sister was wearing these sneakers, not these. They was looking for some black and white, and she was wearing red and white. I don't know. Either way, whatever sneakers the brother said she was wearing, they found them. It is so weird. It is so weird. It's very weird. Talk about the hotel. I was in that. Don't have kids come in, but they was in there. Ooh. They need to get a warrant for the grandmother and Shannon phone. Check their locations for the ninth and 10th. I think the liquor store by the shop has a green light so police can see the motel. But they don't have any it's a content creator. She said her father was unalived by that hotel. The surveillance still doesn't work to this day. They need to be charged. Hey, who said that? Those little girls are going to be traumatized. I hope that they get these girls that were around him some counseling ASAP. Hopefully so. Mom, start watching your kids closely. No internet unless supervised. Investigate everyone around your kids. Never let children be alone with someone. Exactly. I agree. She probably has some weird jealousy of her daughter. Mm. I bet the mom knows where she's at. You think the birth mother knows? That baby deserves peace. The fact social services was not screening the breeding ground. Hey, Cherry Berry True. He's a demon in a human form. Baby, he could not be bothered. Like his sister Boohoo cried. Like a stranger crying more about your niece, your granddaughter, than you are. It's very telling. It's very telling. How many little girls are missing in that area? This guy has done this many times, and not finding children has to be a sign there is a hunt. Y'all remember the Maddie Soto case? The Madeline Soto case? I covered it. Y'all wasn't really feeling it because she was a little white girl. But remember, I told y'all down in Florida, because of her, they found the 3 trafficking rings. Y'all remember that? In the country of Florida. Not, and I'm talking about like, if y'all ever been to Florida, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Not the city. I'm talking about where it's nothing but woods. It looks trailer. It looks unkept. That's where they were doing it at. And a 13-year-old girl, I think she was 13 too, was pregnant. She was pregnant. Yeah. Madeline Soto. Look that case up. It is nasty work. They were the man who was me too and her was connected to this guy named Bear or Santa or something like that. And he had all this hard drive of just child pee. And they were doing a ring. It was a whole ring. And the old man took himself out. When they found the little girl, he 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 didn't even waste no time. And people didn't understand. They just thought it was a just the unaliving because of he had some ideations or something. No, nope. 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 I saw a press conference with the lady and she said no one else is being charged. Did you see that, Erica Sanders? And that's why we got to push, because we need some conspiracy charges. If they could do conspiracy for everything else, they could do conspiracy for this. Those are co-conspirators. Those are co-conspirators. We need to push. Yes, it's called Come In Before the Street Lights Hit, or We're Coming to Get You. She had me emotional. That sister looking at the brother in disbelief. She was so hurt. I want to know what she saw. She said something on the 7 Mile podcast made her look at him differently. And I want to know what it is. And if y'all can find it, please send it to me. Because 7 Mile podcast, baby, break the videos down. You a little long winded. I can't sit for no 5 hours trying to catch the clues. Just break it down and upload so I can see it, so the rest of us can see it. I love what you've done immensely. But what did the sister see that caused a turn of events? Because they said by February, she went to the police right before Valentine's Day. So it was something on the 7 Mile podcast that, and shout out to him because he was the one who is one of the ones with the Roxys and the other cousins that are fighting amongst each other that was pushing. And this is, and I'm going to say this on my final words. Please, family, stop fighting. Stop fighting. The real enemies is the Doublemint twins and that grandmother. They are and the partner. Those are who you should be fighting against. You should be fighting against the system that failed Naziah, fighting against the system that allowed for Annette to be a foster mother. How was she able to be a foster mother in that home is beyond me. I thought there were certain criteria you have to do to be a foster mother or foster father. Uh, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Root of this is the spirit of jealousy. Yup. Oh, not y'all cussing. I gotta watch it. What's the name of the podcast again? 7 Mile Podcast. 7 Mile Podcast. So if y'all can send me the part where it the lights went on for the sister, we'll review that. I just don't want to watch it all the way through. 5 hours is a lot. That's a lot. That's too much for me. It's too much. Oh man, that is a painful statement you just made. You said no one was feeling it because Maddie was white. Wow, that hurts. Lady Praise. I'm just telling, we keep it honest over here. We keep it honest over here. And that didn't get a lot of traction either because it was dealing with a trafficking ring right by Disney World. Y'all see how I whispered that? Kanaya Baker, two other young girls did horrific things to her, and I wondered immediately if some perv had been with those little girls. Kanaya Baker, who is that? Who is that? Because from what I heard the mother say, she said it wasn't the girl, it was the man. The man did it. Somebody with a D. It's an intense process to foster children. My best friend went through it. Everybody should be held accountable. I don't live in Detroit, but I'm trying to look to see um who can we force their hand. I did see Angela Staten out there. I will give her that. She says she does want a law in place. If you allow for a predator to just prey on your children and you do nothing, you should be in prison. And I wholeheartedly agree. I'm so sick and tired of these men and women getting off because they're acting like they're oblivious. People know. There's people know because people talk. People know because people talk. But I did a poll in the chat. Y'all said, did the system fail Naziah Harris? 94% of y'all said lock them all up. 6% of y'all said we don't have all the facts. I will say we do not have all the facts, but everybody needs to be locked up. There was so many drops when it comes to these children. And now is not the time to just allow this to go by the wayside because these people are going to grow up with your children, your grandchildren, your sisters, your brothers, your aunties and uncles. They're going to grow up with them and y'all going to wonder why your children are having a hard time, nieces and nephews, grandbabies, whatever. Whoever you love, you're going to be like, well, what is the problem? And this is the problem. Apparently not. Detroit allowed these jokers to foster. Kanaya found in an abandoned house, multiple injuries, burned. The police arrested two other little girls. The perps controlled these kids' minds. Maybe she was going to talk. Ooh. Now I didn't see that. Oh my God. The system is extremely flawed. It is. But that was in North Carolina. Baby, this is in Detroit. This is in Detroit. This is another one. I will look into that. I will look into that because I didn't know anything about it. Look, out here in Texas, I will tell y'all this. Our Amber Alerts work. Our Amber Alerts work here in Texas. They work. And baby, they be on it. You cannot just snatch a kid up and get away with it. Baby, they're on it. It don't matter who the kid is. And when I say they're on it, they're on it. They even give us an update. Child was found. If the child was not found, they're going to keep running the Amber Alerts all day. All day. That's here in Texas. Because, you know, they like to say Texas, we the hub. But I'll tell you what, they don't get far. They do not get far. Baby, they have been finding them. Remember they snatched that little girl got snatched up at at the stadium or something like that. She went to the bathroom to go visit a friend or something, and they found her immediately in Oklahoma. Immediately. Immediately. I think that was like crazy. That man snatched her up and changed her clothes and all this other stuff in the bathroom. In the bathroom. So I don't know what they doing with the resources. Where y'all are at, this is why I say you have to force their hand. Y'all can't say y'all care about the kids and y'all not getting the alerts and all that. It should go out. Don't allow these people to be lazy. Don't look up the Miranda case. The reasons these police officers read the Miranda rights because that family fought to the nail. I think they fought like 10 years for the Miranda law to be a thing. There's another story eerily similar to this case. A 16-year-old was pregnant by her uncle, and he did the same thing to her. Yeah, Brie, I saw that. I saw it, and he went and picked her up from the school. Y'all really gotta do background checks on these men. Y'all really gotta do background. Y'all cannot be so trusting and so oblivious. I don't believe nothing nobody told me. Nothing. Nothing. And I do not bring people around my family because I just don't. I know people are crazy. Tax dollars wasted, services not rendered. Same here in Miami. Amber Alerts will not stop. I feel they should never stop. I don't even take them off my phone. No matter what time it goes off, I read it because I want to know who's missing. I read them. I be like, and then it's always on the our where the signs be at, where it tells you like to slow down. It's the things, it's the holidays that are. It's all on our interstates and stuff like that. I want to find the Facebook page of Black women's reports of all the little girls gone missing that aren't being reported. I used to have the page marked, but Facebook kept removing posts or restrictions. Yes, check your phone settings to make sure your alerts are not blocked. And thanks for being real. Oh, listen, my phone goes off. My phone goes off, and I look at it because I want to know who am I looking for, and I look at the city they're talking about, and I look how close this is to me because I want to know. I don't know. I've never had alerts go off, but y'all know, yeah, we got the cartel out here, so. The world can be dark. Yes, it is. Background check your partners. And the Otis website is free. Y'all can go on Otis and find anybody. That is the website for the SOs and all kinds of stuff. I think the Facebook page was something like Ebony Rage for adolescents. LaShonda, they did not care about that baby. Mm-mm. But when they know about the background and they still be with the foolishness, I say lock they thirsty A's up. This ish gotta stop. Ooh, yeah. Texas alarms do be going on. I do want to end it with this. In order to not be preyed upon as a grown up, you have to love yourself. You have to feel you're deserving of love. Go get that counseling. This is why I push getting counseling. You have to get counseling. You have to establish barriers. If you do not heal, the things you do not heal from will spill over into your future. If you do not heal from the things of your past, it will spill over into your future. People can smell weakness. That's why I say you cannot be weak. This world is not for the weak. This is not a utopia. Nobody is coming to save you. They're not going to come to save your children. So this is why you have to be vigilant and mindful and aware. You can't be so tired. You can't be active in these kids' lives. These kids are doing, child, there's so many things they're doing and getting away with. You have to be vigilant. You have to be vigilant, and you cannot complain about something you set up for yourself. Do you think Shannon's kids are going to be susceptible to a Jarvis Butts themselves? Yes. Do you not think the Jarvis Butts of the world are watching and looking at these weak women who are happy to be around an attractive predator? Because that's what it was. He was an attractive predator. That's the truth. That's what people don't want to tell you. People are like, he wasn't attracted. Da, da, da. BS. There's no way that man could be able to father all these children all over the place and do the things that he was doing unless he was attractive. He didn't have no resources, no money, no ambition. When he finally had something, he was out here pimping. He got it off the backs of women. This is why I say, I knew I was different when the girls was out here talking about they had pimps. How? Why? You doing all this work and you're going to give the money to this man who didn't have to do anything, didn't have to risk his life for it. I don't judge, but that's what I be judging. What's not clicking? Just giving your children away, your family away, all because this man said he liked you. How he liked you and he's fantasizing about a child in the next room. Make that make sense. I hope that sting a little bit. I hope it pierced through your heart. I hope this encourages y'all to file and press charges against the predators in your life so we can eradicate this. They should not be protected. They should not get to live he was living his best life. He was living his best life. Sick. Sick. I'm gonna have to look into that. Jonathan Quills and Ayanna Sawyer. Oh, that's the girl who was messing with the uncle. Yeah, no, that was nasty. That was nasty. That was nasty work. But y'all, what are y'all thoughts? I gave y'all an hour and a half of good content. Share this out. If you see anybody covering the story, support them. Don't say, oh, so-and-so covered it better. Support them. At least they're putting it out to their members. We just found out today, a lot of y'all have not heard about this case. Y'all have not seen anything about this case. And this is why it's so important. I do celebrity news and gossip and all things trending, but I also cover the things that hit home. This hit home for me because she's been missing for a year. She's been missing for a year. Her body is still not found. I think the Ayanna Sawyer, her body has not been found. Since they've been looking for Nazaya, they found a couple bodies, which is a blessing. Those Black children or men and women, whoever was buried, they can finally be laid to rest. No family should have to be out here wondering what's going on with their family. It reminds me of when we went to war in World War II and families did not know what was going on with their family members and their bodies was out there. It reminds me of Vietnam when their bodies was just out there. Don't just leave their bodies out there. Give them some type of peace. And on that note, what are your thoughts, Bae Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, host.